Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking about Perk cards update. As you can see, all those Perk cards on the screen right now are affected, so it's a huge change. And you may think you read the article from Bethesda on their website, you are ready. Unfortunately, no. A lot of important details were not included, that's why I'm making this video. I will try to be brief and to the point without missing the key information you need to know before December update hits. So let's start. Starting at strength, only one per card affected. I mean, some are moved between categories, so something you would expect under strength is now, let's say, under endurance. But first, Ordnance Express is just cheaper. 2 points now to reduce the weight of your explosive. That includes explosive ammo and grenades. After that, Perception, 1 per card affected. Night Eyes. Now, it will always give you night vision while sneaking. There is no this odd requirement that used to be here that says only at night. Now it's always, so you can see it's day, I sneak, and that's the night vision kicking in. So yes, it's always day, night, in, out, it is working. Adamantium Skeleton, unfortunately it may be considered buff or nerf, depending how you look at that. It's capped at 1 point now, but your limb damage reduction scales with endurance and cannot reach 100%. For example, I have here 13 endurance. Adamantium Skeleton is only hitting 31% limb damage reduction, and it will never really go very high. After that, all night long, and one thing I hate about it, Bethesda, why did you include pre-war alcohol only? Like, what is the harm to, let's say, make Liquid Courage or Nuka Shine work twice as long with this perk? Why is it only pre-war alcohols? It's absolutely unnecessary requirement, but that's what all night long is now. I'm happy that the effect was changed to duration of alcohols. I'm not happy that some are excluded. Next, Bloodsucker, and that's a widespread. That's why I included Cannibal as well, as those are connected now. So, the Bloodsucker perks, Blood Packs and Cannibal now satisfy thirst, no longer irradiate and heal twice as much. Plus, Cannibal is now stuck with Carnivore mutation. So for carnivores, you can satisfy your hunger and thirst by basically being a ghoul vampire, or I don't know how to call it. As the next one, you just eat corpses, and then you satisfy your thirst and hunger and heal with those, and heal quite a lot if you are a carnivore. So those are changes if you are using that. Bullet Shield, this is big. This perk triggers every time you fire a heavy gun. There is no cooldown. It says 20% deflect chance for 6 seconds when firing a heavy gun. Deflect is amazing with all those changes. It's the same effect as Ricochet, basically added on top of Ricochet. 20% is good. Duration is 6 seconds. Even if you fire a single bullet from a heavy gun, this perk will kick in for 6 seconds. If you continuously fire, it will continuously work. 6 seconds is enough to reload any heavy gun. So if you are firing on the boss fight, it's active all the time. It's amazing perk. That's probably why the price was increased to 4 and now it's under endurance. You can probably already tell how important endurance will be with the next patch, way more than it is now. Iron Stomach was updated. Now it applies to ballistic and energy resistance. It used to be only ballistic, now it's both. Under this one, and energy resistance was taken away from natural resistance, and this is for elemental resistances now. So they sorted it out a little bit to make more sense. You still need both. Life Giver now scales with your endurance. I will show you some examples of the scaling on my character after I go over all the cards, as there is a lot of them. So, more health. Generally, it's a huge buff. It cost half what it was before, and it's about 3 times more powerful. So it's a huge buff to Life Giver. Everything, rejoice. Your life is getting better. After that, Star Genes. It's now only 1 point and under endurance. does the same thing, just cheaper and under endurance. Through Haika, it now, I equipped rank 1 as I ran out of endurance space. You see, that's not enough endurance for even the new cards. Now, max out at rank 2 and gives the same benefit, but it's not under agility, but under endurance. One of the reasons endurance is so overcrowded, I'm now collecting armors that have Through Hiker on a 3rd star, so I can skip this perk, as it's taking space under endurance that is so overloaded. And that's only new stuff that is changed in the last patch. There is a lot of good perks under endurance that are unaffected, and I have no room, that's just new perks. Charisma. Hard Bargain now gives you 7 charisma for trading with regular vendors. Why is it 7 charisma and not price change? They rework how the pricing with vendors work, and now it scales with your charisma uncapped. So up to 99 charisma you can improve the prices that you are getting for selling, and products are offered for you to buy for. So there is no cap. Up to 99 charisma you can improve your pricing. So Hard Bargain is 7 charisma for vendors. And only cost 1 point, so way easier to have it equipped at all time and running with that. Next, intelligence. We have badges included. Price reduction from 3 points to 2. Very welcome change. First aid. Price reduction from 3 points to 1. And now, Stimpack effectiveness with this equipped will scale based on your intelligence. So we have, as you may notice, more and more perks scaling with your special, making unyielding armor so much more powerful after next patch. You like it or not, I'm not saying it's a good thing or bad, I'm saying it is happening. I'm not designing those changes, to be absolutely transparent. I have nothing to do with those changes. Developers are doing that, I'm commenting on it. Pharmacist. This one is for Radaway, does the same thing as first aid, so basically makes Radaway scale with your intelligence. Is it needed? No, but it's one cost, 1 perk point. After that, we go under agility, evasive, and this is more complicated than it appears. The chance to evade attacks now scales based on agility. It's giving you very similar effect to serendipity. What is not listed here, and I'm not sure if that will stay like that or it will be changed in the future, but currently evasive, all evasive effects have a cooldown that is based on type of your power armor. In power armor it doesn't work at all. In case of regular armor, there is 1 second cooldown between evasive triggering for light armor, 2 seconds for medium armor, 3 seconds for heavy armor. So it cannot consistently protect you from multiple instances of damage. So rapid firing enemies will mostly still hit you the same if you have or have not equipped evasive. Hard hitting slow firing enemies, that's where it excels, as it will avoid occasionally those attacks. The same situation applied to serendipity. Let's start from that. So way more powerful, but triggers when you are below 30% health, and this one scales on luck. It gives you the same evase effect that applies with the same rules, just separate on the effect tab. I will show you that in a second as well. Next, ricochet. This was greatly buffed. It costs only 1 now. Your deflect chance scales with luck, but where the magic lies, the damage was greatly increased. The damage that you reflect will be 4x to what you are hit with by enemy, and in case you are wearing power armor, it's not listed here, but doubled again, so 8 times more damage you are reflecting than you are receiving with ricochet if you are wearing a power armor. It's not listed here, that's why I decided to make this video tell you everything that's not really in any description. So, power armor uses ricochet absolute beast. Enemies can basically shoot themselves, and rather quickly with ricochet. So amazing value and just 1 point. A lot of perks under luck was updated to just 1 point, which is great. Then junk shield updated as well. Gain resistances based on your luck and amount of junk health. it's maxing out at 100 junk pieces, whatever those are, and then scales based on your total luck. Really good, only 1 point that can give you quite solid resistance, thanks to the junk you are holding in your inventory. So really good perk card. One of the best now. 4 Leaf Clover. It used to be neglected and only useful with shotguns. Now, it is a key perk card for every VATS build. More important than all other VATS related perks, to be honest. What it does, if you miss in VATS, so basically when you shoot and do not hit anything in VATS, it will charge your critical meter the same as if you would hit an enemy. What it means for you, if you start firing at enemy with 0% hit chance, and you are spec for VATS, so you can crit every other shot, the first shot will be a miss. It will charge your critical meter. Therefore, you will activate the critical. Every critical is a guarantee hit, so second shot will hit. If you still are on the low hit chance, the third shot will miss, but fourth shot will be critical again, and it will hit. So all the high damage shots, all the criticals will hit, and they will be recharging if you are hitting enemy or not. So insane power for just 1 perk point. And critical meter based on your luck, that was always based on your luck. It's like that today, just now in description. So critical meter is charging based on your total luck. That's why we need 33 luck to get critical every other shot. I have a long video explaining criticals, so you can check that if you need more details. It remains unchanged, just a new card here. Lastly, cap collector. If you are low on caps, you would love it. Only 1 perk point now, and you may say, but I'm not really going to search for cap stashes, that's too boring. That's the good news in here. You don't need to. Now it does work on all the caps basically, including caps that dead enemies drop. So more luck you have, you equip this card, more caps enemies will drop for you. So possibly you are accumulating more and more caps by just playing the game. You don't need to look for cap stashes, but of course it will still work on cap stashes too. So those are amazing changes. Now quick look on my stat page. So my special is not crazy high, I would say average at this moment. So you can see with average special how it works. Oh, armor. Now you'll be able to figure out armor class. So for example, civil engineer is medium in the armor description. Some of the armors have been updated to show that. Next, evasive. I have 7% evade chance. With really high agility, it will go up to 10. So still not crazy high. I was not able to push it higher than 10. Then first aid, crazy good, 53%. 4 Leaf Clover, I don't know if that's intended or not, but currently it's giving way higher boost than hit will do. So it's charging faster. I have 29 luck, so it shouldn't be enough. I'm getting from this effect, from 4 Leaf Clover, twice as much as I supposed to, the crit meter recharge. Maybe it's intended, I do not know, but amazing card, crazy powerful. Iron Stomach, damage resist, energy resist based on my endurance. Junk shield, I have 15 of each because I'm only carrying the junk type items that are basically those Voltec supply packages, as they super light and do not drop on death. So I'm stockpiling on the live game to have more of those. The target is 100 unopened packages. I don't know how long it will take me. Then live giver, look at that, 104. Just a reminder that my endurance is just 13. It goes up to around 200. 200 seems to be, I think, the cap. So up to 200 HP from live giver. It's crazy good, as you may see. Natural resistance or elemental now. After that, farm assist, radaways go like crazy, 136% bonus. Ricochet, that scales with luck, you could push it to around 30%. The same with serendipity, can go a bit over 30%. So amazing pair cards. And one to show, I would need to like fire a single bullet from a heavy gun, and then bullet shields will show for 6 seconds. And that's fixed 20%, doesn't scale with anything. And those are all the new perks that we are getting now. So hopefully you may get ready to update all your builds with those changes. Perk cards moving to different categories, changing what they are doing. But overall, I need to say, it is a huge buff to about everyone. So to be clear, it is a buff. Those changes are positive for players. If somehow it's negative for you, you must be exception, therefore tell me why. I would love to hear, because I cannot see a scenario when those changes will negatively affect anyone. So let me know. And that being said, this is everything for this video. Thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.